In today's video, I am setting up week 7 of my bullet journal. Join me as I continue to create characters from my February theme, Corpse Bride. Hello to all you wonderful and lovely people. I am Lynette Clark. To all my wonderful subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, then please consider subscribing to my channel. So to prevent this video being too long, I have sketched out both characters before filming. First of all with a pencil, and then I went over with a size 01 Uni-pin fine liner. I'm adding colour to my drawings with watercolour paint. Now I know my palette is a mess, but these are colours that I mixed up at the start of the month, and I don't like wasting paint, especially when it's slightly expensive like Daniel Smith's, but plus I wanted to keep the same colours and tones throughout the month spreads. And in case you're interested, all materials that are used in today's video are listed in the description below. The hardest thing for me doing this theme was choosing which character I wanted to add to my spreads. There are so many that I love and I would have loved to have recreated in my journal. For this week, I have chosen Mr. Bone Jangles, who was voiced by the genius of Danny Elfman, and also Paul the head waiter. We first meet Mr. Bone Jangles when Emily whisks Victor away to the bright and colourful underworld. Bone Jangles is the local entertainer at the Ball and Socket pub and is the owner, as his face appears on the sign outside the pub. He's also one of Emily's closest friends. Now, I could have made my life a lot easier and left Bone Jangles white for obvious reasons, but in the film, the land of the dead is depicted as really bright and colourful. And because I'm working in a white dotted notebook, I thought he would stand out more if I recreated the version of him when he is singing Remains of the Day in the film, which is a song that explains the Corpse Bride's backstory with his group of skeleton musicians. The lighting that was used throughout this song was very much purple and green, so that is how I am gonna paint Bone Jangles. So here's a little bit of Bone Jangles trivia for you. He was modelled loosely on Sammy Davis Jr. Due to his having one eye, Davis had a glass eye, and an exaggerated underbite. The line of "A tragic tale of romance, passion and murder most foul" is a reference to the play Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Bone Jangles is a reference to Bill Robinson, aka Mr. Bojangles, an American tap dancer and actor from the first half of the 20th century. So now I've worked on the colour, I'm not too overly impressed with how it's turned out. His skull's fine, but the bones underneath, the colours are a little bit muddied, but what's done is done, and there's not much more I can do about that now, apart from adding a bit of Paynes grey to add some shadow. Next up is Paul the head waiter, who is literally the head waiter at the Ball and Socket pub in the land of the dead. Paul gets surrounded by an array of cockroaches that carry his head and fetch drinks for him. 2 also serve as a bow tie. His face is a little lopsided and he speaks with a French accent. I think he's great, and one of my favourite side characters. So I'm pretty much done with all the painting. So now I'm moving on to the boxes for the days of the week. The notebook that I am working in is from Notebook Therapy and it's a size B5. The boxes that I am doing for each day of this week is 10 boxes across by 19 down. As I've said before in my other videos, I'm not a massive fan of the ruler, and plus I'm not worried if they're a little bit wonky because I'm going for that button-esque feel where things are a little bit discombobulated and not perfect. Because I want the frames to be a little bit bolder, I am using a size 05 fine liner, and it makes life a lot easier and a lot quicker when it comes to colouring in. For the days of the week, I am using a font that I've been using predominantly through this month's spread. I found recreating the Corpse Bride official font over and over again quite time consuming, so I came up with my own that's sort of Burton-esque style, but that's a lot quicker for me to keep redoing over and over again. I could have left everything as it was, but I decided to add a little bit of background to each of the characters using this Shadow Violet from Daniel Smith's. I just think it helped highlight the characters a little bit more, and also I think this spread needed something extra because it was looking a little plain, but also ties it into what I have been doing on the previous weeks. Well, that's it for week 7. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you like my art and would like to support the channel, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to keep you updated on future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you in the next one. Take care.